Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
How the car starts to move from a standstill. The manual gearbox has greater reliability in use, but is also quite difficult for the young motorist, especially in a large city. It requires accelerated and synchronized work of the driver's hands and feet. The main elements of the manual gearbox on the car are shafts and gears. Gears are toothed wheels, which are put on the shafts and when connected to each other, in different gears, give different torques and speed of rotation. Speed shifting is performed only when the clutch is depressed. The drive shaft leaves the gearbox to align with the clutch disc and transmits torque to the intermediate shaft. This is located next to the drive shaft and is connected to it by a gear that is mounted on the drive shaft. The intermediate shaft also has a gear block mounted on it. The idler shaft is on the same axis as the drive shaft, but moves independently of it. On the driven shaft are gears that do not have a rigid coupling. Between them are the synchronizers, which are attached to the shaft and move along it. At the end of the synchronizer are teeth, which in the process of operation pass through the pinion of the slave, and thus mesh. In the neutral position, all gears work at idle. The idler shaft remains motionless, because the teeth of the synchronizer are not connected to the pinion. Schematic diagram of the device of the mechanical box. Let's consider the very process of moving from the side of the car. When the clutch is depressed, which plays the role of a transmission link between the gearbox and the engine and the gearbox gears rotate smoothly and freely. When the clutch is released, the gear selected on the gearbox meshes with the secondary shaft and the car moves off. Algorithm of hand and foot operation. Practical solution on how to move off correctly. Get in the car, assess the surrounding situation so that when you start driving you do not hit the nearest cars or other obstacles. Be sure to wear a seatbelt. Observe the rules of the road. Put the car on the handbrake. If it does not work or badly holds, ask an experienced friend to drive the car to the nearest car service, spending less than 1,000 rubles, save much more in case of accidental exit when starting to move uphill. Press the clutch with the left foot and move the gearshift box rocker from the set gear to neutral. Start the engine and let it warm up for a few minutes. Depress the clutch. Engage first gear. Slowly release the clutch. The engine speed should decrease. The car slightly vibrates. At the same time slightly press the accelerator pedal. In the middle of its stroke both pedals should be in approximately the same position. The car should start. Without releasing the clutch, drive a few meters. Release the clutch smoothly to the end. After that, you can accelerate to change to the next gear. If you do not manage to do it from the first time, do not get upset. The main thing here is training, calmness, smoothness and synchronization of movements. Pressing the accelerator pedal too weakly will cause the car to stall without starting to move. Too strong can cause the car to slip the drive wheels and create an emergency situation. When practicing how to properly start, it is necessary to repeat this exercise without starting the engine until you achieve 100% successful performance of starting the car. Starting uphill while on a flat horizontal road, you can practice the starting moment for a long time and relatively safely. When starting uphill you should be very careful and, of course, use the initial skills you have already acquired. In this case, the possibility of driving backwards is added to the unfavorable moments. As a result, at a stop, an inexperienced motorist keeps the car on an inclined surface with the help of the brake pedal, and when the green traffic signal comes on, he tries to move, nervously shifts his foot on the gas, assuming to have time, and freezes, rolling back down. Obviously, no one behind you is going to like this circumstance. So, it is desirable to train how to move on mechanics in places where you will not create an emergency situation. Algorithm of actions. If you reach an intersection or stop for any other reason on a hill, hill, overpass, steep bridge, you must immediately raise the handbrake. To drive, you must do everything as in the case of starting on a flat road, but release the parking brake only at the time when the accelerator pedal is slightly depressed. Understand that the handbrake should be lowered. You can by a barely noticeable movement of the car forward, a slight vibration begins. Because of the increase in pressure in the area of grip of the wheels with the road, the rear part of the car will be slightly lowered. If you do stall on a slope, stop your movement with the brake pedal and secure the position of the car with the parking brake. Then start the car again and try driving again by gently depressing the clutch pedal. If the car stalls on a busy street or highway, turn on the hazard warning light. By doing this, you will show others and motorists behind you that you are in trouble and allow them to pass you. The action will help to avoid additional angry beeps of impatient drivers. Schematic diagram of the manual transmission. How to drive a manual. How to start uphill on a manual. In conclusion, mastering the art of starting a car with a manual transmission is essential for preserving your clutch and ensuring a smooth driving experience. By following the outlined steps, such as finding the biting point, coordinating your clutch and accelerator, and practicing in a safe environment, you can develop the skills needed to start confidently without stalling. Remember, practice makes perfect, so take your time to refine your technique. With patience and persistence, you'll soon be able to start your vehicle seamlessly, enhancing both your driving enjoyment and the longevity of your car's clutch. Thank you for watching, and happy driving!